Okay, so what we're going to focus on today is the sea, and what we're going to do is we're going to start putting in some of the details and adding a layer on top of this. So we'll be adding in maybe 2 little waves and some highlights and the movements in the water. So basically what you need for today is your paint for the sea, which is your blue paint. If you've just taken this out of the freezer, what you can do is you can spray on top of it with water. I've made this very watery, and I know that you can't really see it because there's not enough room on the camera, but what you can do is you just spray it with water and again start to mix it with your palette knife. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to also add a little bit of black and a little bit of white here onto this plate so that I can make some areas of the water lighter or darker. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with my black and just put it on the side of the plate, anywhere really, and then I'm going to add a little bit of white as well. The paintbrushes that I'm going to be using today are probably this flat paintbrush and also this bristly paintbrush, and then maybe I'll use the smaller paintbrush as well for some of the details. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to brighten up this area here on the horizon because I want a wave to come in here and I want that wave to be darker than the area behind it so that we can see it a bit clearer. So I'm going to take my detailed brush, I'm going to dip it in water, and I'm going to take a mixture of the white and my lightest color blue. If there's an excess of water on your plate, you can just take your rag and dab it off a bit. I'm going to go in here in the horizon and basically just brighten it up a little bit. And don't worry if you go over into the sky because I want to add another layer to the sky anyway. So it doesn't have to be perfectly neat. Again, with paint you can just kind of mess around and you can always change it if you don't like it. I'm just going to brighten this up a little bit. Okay, and then in front of that I'm going to start putting in the shape of my wave. So I'm going to take the black color and mix it with the darkest blue color that I have. So a little bit of black and mix it with the darkest blue that you have. And you can start drawing in the shape of the wave. And again, taking that black color and mixing it with my darkest blue color. Just gonna go along and add in some movements. I'm just kind of swirling my brush around. I'm gonna pick up more paint. Okay, so with that then I have the shape of this wave in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another wave in a little bit closer to us, so maybe here. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap and add another wave in here. So to outline this wave I'm going to use a slightly lighter color. So I'm going to take some of my white and mix it with the middle blue color. And I'm just going to start drawing in some movements in the water. and how I want this wave to look. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go over it anyway, but just some rough idea of how we want our wave to look. What I'm going to do then is just mark in where I want some highlights. So I'm going to have this area here in front of the wave, slightly lighter color, and then I'm going to bring it across here and here. So again, just taking my white and mixing it in with, I'm going to use my lightest color of blue here this time. And I'm just going to start adding in here some highlights. Doesn't have to be perfect. Again, I'm just trying to draw out the composition of this. Okay, so once I have that in, then I'm gonna start adding in some details. So I'm gonna take, again, the white and a mixture of the lightest color blue. And here in the background, I'm going to start drawing in some tiny movements in the water. So tiny little lines. Okay, so you can start to see some movement now in the water. What I'm going to do is just bring in a little bit of a darker color here and on this side, so we have a bit of a contrast. So I'm going to take my black and mix it with my medium blue, and I'm going to start making a bit of darker movements here on the right hand side and also on the left. Okay, that's our 10 minutes for today. So in the next video, we're going to continue moving down along the sea and start adding in details to the rest of the area. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want to continue, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.